Hello everyone, my name is Dani and you have just bought the F124 game and wonder what settings will you use before you even go out on track. So that's what I want to show. If you've been playing the F1 game for a while, then you probably remember your settings, out of which the control settings are the most important for you. If you have a wheel, the controller, you need to do the same process. See the sense controller and go into the settings and make sure to adjust your buttons first. You can put the acceleration to the throttle pedal, the brake to the brake, steer left and right, these are straightforward, gear up and down, also the clutch, so you can start the race. But then comes the more important buttons like the overtake button, the fit limiter button, the ERS adjustment, the brake bias increase, decrease, ERS increase, decrease, or differential increase, decrease, fuel mix, decrease, increase, or maybe even talking to your virtual engineer, looking back and right. These are the buttons that you need to map on your controller or on the wheel. The general rule of thumb, the buttons that you use the most should be the closest to your finger in their natural holding position. So for example, those buttons are for me the fit limiter, the ERS, the DRS, the MFD menu where I can access all the settings of my car, same, and looking back, looking left and right as well. So if I'm racing, I just flick it and see where my opponents are. Obviously buttons like talking to your engineer, pausing the game, flashback are not that important, so I put it more on the middle of the wheel. We have plenty of buttons on these wheels that we use. Obviously it's a little bit more difficult on a controller. And then what's really important before you start driving any laps and getting frustrated is to go into your calibration and check if when you don't press anything, everything is 0. When you press throttle, it gets to 100, but just at the end of the race. So it's a very nice linear power curve. And then you can do the same with the brake, you can do the same with the steering. Make sure there is no massive dead zone. The steering wheel is 0 when it's completely straight, so your car will behave correctly. If you have to adjust something, you can use the saturation, the dead zone. The dead zone is something that is a dead zone. I cannot explain it. And the saturation brings the end value of the throttle a little bit closer. And then if you have a wheel on a force feedback wheel, then you can obviously adjust the strength of your force feedback. And then what I would recommend is to check your graphics settings, maybe do a benchmark test so your PC will run the game smoothly. And you can also check the audio settings to make sure nothing is too loud or too quiet for you. And then first thing to do is just to go onto a time trial, load in your favorite circuits, get used to the game, then go into a GP mode, get used to cars being around of you, get used to the tire wear, tire heating, how you have to use the ERS, how to start the race, how to brake from slipstream with a heavier car. You can get used to all these things and please, only then join in the online lobbies of me or Jarno or any other esports player or friend. Then when you are warmed up, you are comfortable with the game, you will not destroy the races of others. Thank you very much. I know you don't have bad intention, it's just with the new game there is a lot of accidents usually in online races early on because everyone wants to crack on instantly, but make sure to do your diligent homework, just a small preparation so you can win straight away.